QB1s don't grow on trees. Woo! I don't know what it is, but for the last few years, people have just seemed to never be happy with Goff due to the fact that he has no mobility. Listen, QB1s are very, very difficult to come by. And there's this weird thing I'm noticing, whether it's in my comments, other Lions YouTuber comments, different articles I'm reading where people are like, Goff's not it. Let me tell you something. Goff can absolutely be it. It's just a matter of the proper marriage with the O-line. If the O-line does their job, when the O-line, even this year, has done their job, Goff is one of the very best quarterbacks in the NFL, hands down. And you might not like that because you want mobility. But I'm telling you, look at the stats, look at what he's done, look at the games. 4 games out of 10 so far where he hasn't taken a sack. Look at his stats during those games. You're like, this guy's top tier. He is absolutely top tier and he can get the job done. Goff is a pure pocket passer. That is what he is, and you might not like it, but I'm telling you, when the O-line does their job, when the O-line takes care of business, Goff is as good as it gets. Furthermore, when the O-line does not do its job, it's atrocious, and I'll give you that. I'm not going to sit here and try to be like, oh, well, there's... No. When the O-line collapses, when the O-line doesn't do their job, when they're inconsistent, when they are letting the bull rush right through like in Minnesota, there's no time for anything, no matter what John Morton had dialed up, no matter what Dan Campbell's got dialed up. It's just, it's the way it is. If the O-line can't do their job, Jared Goff cannot do his. Right? Like he doesn't have the mobility of a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes. Heck, I don't like the guy, but even Kyler Murray, there's no legs behind him. We know that, and we know what he is. So with the proper marriage of an O-line that does their job, Goff is just as good as it gets. And this league, it's just a gamble. I'm seeing all these people being like, get rid of Goff. We got to get somebody else. Where are you going to get somebody else? Where are you going to get somebody else? Where are you going to get another quarterback who you can trust when you've got the roster built around Goff that you do, that you're going to be like, yeah, that guy's going to take us to the Super Bowl? Like, Goff can do it. Goff has been to the promised land, and yes, he was one of the 10 spies who got scared and said, let's not go in. And they failed, and the Rams failed, and Goff was at the helm, and it didn't work out, but he is better than he was then, and I believe he's got a better roster around him than he did then. Sean McVay, phenomenal coach. I mean, Todd Gurley was unbelievable, but give me Gibbs and Monty. Now, I look at it and I'm just like, to find the right quarterback, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes the proper lottery ticket. Listen, the Lions had Matt Stafford. We had a phenomenal quarterback in Stafford. But you know what we didn't have was anything else around him to get the job done. We have Goff, and we have all the pieces around him to get the job done. It's just a matter of consistent O-line play. When the man's under pressure, it's egregious. It's ugly. Just hide your kid's eyes, right? But when the O-line does their job, everybody, look, this is the best thing you're ever going to see. This is becoming Helm's Deep at the very end when Gandalf is riding down the hill. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is Goff can do it. He is a seasoned veteran who has proven himself, who can actually, he got to a Super Bowl. Yes, it ended poorly and it didn't end in his favor, but he knows what it is like to go there, to be there, and to lead a group of men in that type of situation. And so I want that. When we had Stafford, we had nothing else around him. We have Goff, we have everything around him. And my friends, QB1s don't grow on trees. My friends, QB1s are hard to come by. What are you going to do? You're going to go in the draft and the Lions are picking 29th? The Lions are picking 26th? The Lions are picking 25th? We know how Brad Holmes operates. And there's no world. There is just no world in which the Lions have another quarterback for the foreseeable future. So all the clamoring, all of the, we need another quarterback, we need another quarterback, we need mobility. You ain't getting it. We're not getting it. What we need is consistent offensive line play, period. With the consistent offensive line play, Goff is as dangerous as them all. The man, he is phenomenal when the O-line does their job. You need the perfect marriage. That's what Goff needs. That's what the Lions need. We need our O-line to step up and do their job, because when that happens, Goff is as dangerous as anyone else, if not more dangerous. Completion percentage through the roof. QBR through the roof. Like, he's as good as it gets, and you might not want to admit it. And dude, yeah, of course I want a little mobility. I just think for anybody hoping for something different, stop hoping. It ain't coming. This is what it is. Jared Goff is the Detroit Lions QB1. We need to change some other things, and we need the guys up front in the trenches to do their job. And with that, I think the Super Bowl is right there. It is wide open. You can get it. Just need consistent O-line play. And man, it all leads into a whole other thing, which, you know what? This is going to be the next video. So I'm going to cut this one here. Stay tuned tomorrow. Another video coming out about this. Brad Home.